Welcome back to the NDS. We are here at Talladega to do the first Burger King duel. Well, plenty of hopefuls trying to make the 500 field for the first time or for the next time. But here it is, 27 in each. The top 15 finishers will make it in, guaranteed. If not, then your fate may not play so kindly to you. Ben McDonald on the pole. Remember, fastest time, he's on the pole for the 500, so he's going to take this as a practice session. Everyone else going to be racing for their starting spot. As we go green, 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 green to kick off the first Burger King duel. There they go. That one racer on the outside getting a decent jump at it. The lead pack is going to favor the bottom lane here, so these guys tucked down on the inside, they're going to get a good push. Toad, Bourne, CS Fast and 11, various drivers in that lane there, getting the go ahead to full steam ahead. You really see the speed difference from a spectator camera. A little further back, the 3 wide action can be a bit disruptive, especially if you're on the high side and you have nowhere to go and no pushers. That's really going to send you back. Riding around in the back is trying to avoid the wreck when it starts, but then you have to get past it. May not be the best thing here. So far, Seto, with 24 pushed out to a lead. It's still very early to tell how things are going to go. Take a look in the back. Austin Scott, he's gotten down to the low side, but now he has to work his way into a position where he can actually take advantage and not be caught in the crossfire. If they go 3 or even 4 wide there, that would be bad. KSSBSS, the shootout winner, middle of 3, near the back. They don't want to be staying 3 wide too long, because if somebody makes 4 wide out of this, then all hell breaks loose for those trying to make the 500. Toad Warrior out front. And it looks like so far so good. Just have to keep our eyes on everything when it all goes downhill. Vera, 3 wide through and through here. So wondering who is going to be the driver to eventually make that first bold move. I see. I think they're all just trying to hold their lines right now. Not really doing too much with what they have. As you see, other rookies were at the front. Now Austin Scott moving his way up. Top of 3 is a pretty dangerous place to be. You don't want to be caught in the crossfire when it all goes wrong. There's Ben McDonald having a blast trying to manage his lanes. If he could just... I don't think he's going to be able to find a hole there. Oh, right in front of Macaroni in that 48. Another driver we want to talk about here is 71 of Jerry. Going back to Michael McDowell to finish his career where he started. But it's been a good run for this 71. He's been in the series for a lot, and there's been a lot of misconception about who he's driving for, but at the end of the day, he just wants to put it to rest and just step away from the sport entirely, which is a decision that management will give him full support on. Speaking of management, that one racer in the middle. Just kind of chilling, vibing where his line is. Now, he had a really good speed in one-shot qualifying, but he doesn't have that guaranteed qualifying position for the 500, so he'll have to do good at this duel or fall back on his time. Look at the bottom lane going hard. Toad Warrior. Now, Ben McDonald got in front of that 48, but he's not out front right now. That's Eric Monaco in the 3, currently leading the train around. Now, Macaroni goes high. That opens the door for another rookie, RBV, in the 87, and he's got a full push from the puff. I don't think you're blocking that one. As the 87 clear out to the lead right now. We're on lap 7. Everyone's in the pack. Nobody's really misbehaved a lot. Hyperdrive can't really pick up the puff, so at the very least he's going to work on his own track position. Oh, the 87 gives way. And now the 33 to the front of the train. Now we're just waiting in wonder of who's going to be the first to break. Team Duke out front of that. Thought I saw some movement back of the 56, but no movement back there. 41's been swallowed up by the mid-pack here. And Toad Warrior has been moving this around to get back to the lead in that 34. Ben McDonald now out to the middle. That's where he's going to go. Oh, watch RBV. Trying to figure out if he wants to try to pass Hyper. Oh. Macaroni in the 48 tried to look below the 87. Decided better of it. Those impulsive thoughts, they eventually will win out. And it's going to cost a lot of races here. The 44 coming up really good on the bottom. You have to understand the position you're in. Seto doesn't have that much draft there, but it's going to kind of hold the 3 car up there. Actually, Macaroni fills the hole. And, oh, Team Duke is peaking as well. The 88 looking around. This could end badly. I do believe that even with 1x pitting, they're still going to have to make one stop. And I'm kind of pleasantly surprised that nothing bad has happened yet. It's just the drivers shuffling positions, trying to find their way up to the front and put themselves in the best position possible. And if all 27 drivers are in the field, that first wreck, you do not want to DNF from it, or any wreck for that matter. '62. Yeah, you see everybody. That respect that they have for each other, I do not expect that to keep up for much longer, as we've seen moves be made, some good, some bad. Ben McDonald in the 16 working the low side. He's got to just trying to push the guy in front of him ahead. and keep that single file out so you can eventually dump the 10 off on the high side and move on from there. The 7 moves up. Not the best play there. As see, the bottom is just hauling right now, way past. And like these duel races, they might feel long, but believe me, they are nothing compared to what we have later this month. KSS leaning on them. Like you can lean on somebody. We saw a little bit of that in the shootout. But at the same time, it's like you don't want to lean on somebody too much or else they'll just start spinning. And that's going to create a whole host of trouble. Get that sorted out. The 44 really wants this. KSS pushing down some guys. They're going to go 4 wide. There's some very undesirable positions that you're putting drivers into right now. Oh, and we got a spinner. It's Austin Scott, and a bunch of the field is getting damaged here. Esri, Ringo, Butterpants, Jerry, Derek Baum, and Krugemeyer. Darkest Presence looks like may have got some. The leaders are still racing, as that's Eric Monaco out front. Hyperdrive, that's a cycle. They got back. Caution is out. They race back to the line. If Hyperdrive can make a move on the rookie, that will give him the lead. And the 33 makes it look textbook here. Power down. Mr. Drive to the front. All right. What happened? Think I know what driver I want to look at first. That's that 7. They were going 4 wide behind him. And they just keep digging. That's what Jerry has. And ultimately, a nose too far. The 7 gets turned. Iris is in it. KSS there. Beach Brutus. I think Queso does a great job not getting damaged and others slowing down for the crash, but god damn. And Derek Baum sliding hits that 60. Not what you want to see at all. Here's the helicopter camera view. And you think Austin Scott thinks he's ahead of this, and it just catches up to him. Nothing he did wrong. Just the circumstances around the situation just collapsed in on him. Toad Warrior does a great job getting through. Others not so much, and that just all comes into the drivers spinning out here. Oh, the 60 took a bit of a impact there. And there they go. Pace car out. Plenty of drivers pitting this time. Yeah, remember, they're one pit stop. Those drivers stayed out. Fuel could come into question. I think I've seen it before, and they don't want it to happen again. Iris and Beach Brutus are out of the race and are most likely out of the 500. All right, let's take a look at who's back there. KSS running 25th. Austin Scott, Esri are both back there. And the cutoff for 15th place is that one racer in the 41. Credit where credit's due. Some of these drivers are doing a great job staying up there, but we'll see how the pace is on the restart. That kind of put this race down the middle. That's halfway, so to speak. 'And I don't think they're done wrecking. Doesn't matter how many laps you lead, just need to finish exactly where you need to. Team Duke. To the point. There he goes, down green. We're looking at the spread, just how much good restart speed you have. Not sure how many of these big packs are going to form up. Ben finds himself A-OK. Oh, one driver not getting as much of a restart as he wanted to is that number 3. There's something wrong with the 3. Just thought they had some speed, and guess not. If anything, he'll have to get the toe in the draft and see what's coming down. Let's take a look at where that top 15 plays out, since you have his lead group here. And this puts RBV in 16th. So the 87 needs to pass a driver, and then you have those others falling out. Ringo 17th. Monaco not able to keep up, while others, the damage there slowing down. But the 3 car, weird how this racetrack can giveth and taketh away. Now there are some guys in here who stayed out. Macaroni, Team Duke, Queso in the works. So if these guys get racy too, that could end up poorly. The slowest on back is KSS in that 44, who is, oh God, that far back. That's unfortunate. So that puts 17 cars in the main draft. We'll keep an eye on that cutoff there. '18th place is pretty important real estate, as Dirtman 5 wants to throw it 4 wide, and that's going to put Hyperdrive around. But 33 spins in the middle of a track. He's going to get it back going again. That's going to throw a yellow out pretty quickly. Mr. Drive bringing out a quickie yellow, and Dega. I mean, once again, nothing Hyperdrive did wrong here. I guess he tried to come middle, trying to close the door on Dirtman, and Dirtman just said no. Like, as our cameras swing back around, Dirtman 5 got into Ringo a bit, and while the 66 does a great job keeping it straight, the 33 does not. He's going to go all the way to 24th, I believe. KSS in the 44. That puts Racer out front of all drivers. I think this is going to allow those drivers who didn't pit before to pit now. Duke not coming in. The 3 car in again. It's just a bad to worse situation for Monaco. They did get that 3 car back out there. 25th place right now. This puts the 15th place driver as Macaroni. Dirtman 5, Esri, Austin Scott, Derek Baum outside the top 15 looking to get in. Drivers further back who've been having some complications in their days. Might not be the day they wanted. All right. Well, just waiting to take the green at this point. CS Fast and 11's got himself a pretty good day. Ben McDonald keeping inside the top 10. I mean, 10 to go coming to the line. It'll be plenty of time for things to go wrong for certain drivers. As here we go back green. See who's hot, who's not. Toad Warrior in 6 going to get the drop on the inside here. He's going to go. It's just so important to be one of these guys near the end. Team Duke at that 88. Having an interesting call here to just run this out. I think him and the 48 have been rather aggressive with their strategies on fuel here. Let's go back to Ben McDonald. He's dropping spots. We'll have to see him fit in. If he can, drop down. And Esri's coming back. That one car not giving up. Macaroni kind of holding Ben high. And they're going to come across the line. Ben will be the final car in. So Esri, Dirtman 5 working together to get back under this thing. Krugermeyer's a little slow. Hyperdrive and Austin Scott trying their best to keep up. Derek Baum and Monaco found each other. Jerry's a little slow. Butterpants, KSS are all not up to pace. As here we go. Big battle of 17 lead pack drivers. This right here is going to be it. If these guys can keep it together, we'll see a lot of battling for it coming to the end of this race. But I think somebody is going to overstep a boundary here. And it's not over yet. Dr. Jr. kind of not going so fast where he is. Look at Toad Warrior back there. I think CS Fastlane 11. Trot was peeking 4 wide. Doesn't go for it. And Seto leads this race. Oh, something happened. RBV with a big issue. The 87 slowing on the front stretch. That's not good. As he did not need to see this. RBV is going to have, it is not looking good for his 500 chances right now. Not going to be able to stay with the lead pack at all. We're still going to be green. No caution. They'll clear the 87 off the track and keep racing. Back on the other side of the track. Now, for these guys, fight's on. There's only about 16, even 15 guys over here they need to worry about. Yeah, there's only one driver in the lead pack who's not going to be in the 500. So, no concerns for some of these guys racing all out. Dirtman 5 with a great chance to make this one here. The 50 of the Puff. He's made the 500 a number of times. Does not want this time to be the end, as they're searching just for all the position they could get. Queso with a great run there. Down the inside of Ben as they hit 5 to go. Currently, Ringo, the outside looking in. You see this pack in front of you. Just need to not be last of the main guys. 87 being scored 1 lap down right now. CS Fast and 11 pushing it toward the middle. Pushing up. He's going to be right near the front. Let's see what that 87 is. RBV still on pit road. As the leaders swing around to 4 to go. The duel races have been relatively cruel to rookies, but so far, everybody here still has a shot and this chance to still fuck it up. Ben McDonald does not want to let Born Ready go there underneath him. Team Duke. Run in the middle here. Ben McDonald has to find his man. If he can just connect with Esri, they can go, but Ben will just storm right past him. 3 to go. The Puff and Darkest Presence getting into it with each other. This could be bad. Oh, and a crash. Darkest Presence up. And that's going to be Dirtman, Racer, Macaroni. This might be the race ender here. I think Ben McDonald is going to get back to the line where the caution is out. And it's going to be Ben Seto by 3/1000ths of a second. Leads them to the yellow. What happened here? Or more importantly, who's going to be top 15? The Puff is in on 9th. Monaco, Hyperdrive, Toad, Emma, Darkest Presence in. Racer got damaged. Assuming they don't DNF the cars, they'll be in or not. Let's take a look. Now keep your eyes on the 62 and 50 here. The 50 comes down and Dirtman 5 is there, and they're all going to go in the wall. Now, Queso is in it. Toad got some. Macaroni, Duke. Even some of the drivers who were in it were able to drive away from it and still get a good position. So, the wreck to end the race. As those drivers, Hyperdrive leading Monaco and Krugmeyer around, they're going to be in the 500. Take a look at this one more time. Right there, that hook on the 5, and that's going to send them all around. Excellent job by Dr. Jr. shooting the gap. And that's just going to be everything coming to an end. And, yep, see these guys? They're as good as gold. The race will not get restarted. Seto leading the procession. Racer Duke, they retired the cars. Let's just do a rundown here. RBV is back out on track, but 4 laps down. Butterpants, KSS, Jerry, Austin, Scott, and several drivers not making top 15. Darkest Presence barely in. Several drivers here who needed to get in are in. And it's going to be the 24 of Seto who will win Duel 1, pending crossing the line. Let's go back to our DNFs. Here, Dirtman 5 out of the race. He crashed out. Duke Racer, both out of the race. Any other big names that didn't make top 15 from this duel? Not particularly. Everyone who did do good is doing good. Seto to win Duel 1. Ben McDonald's still on pole, so he's going to have the last laugh over the 24 team. And that is the race. Everybody in the top 15 made it in. If not, then your fate has yet to be determined. Stay tuned for Duel 2.